Ba-na-na-na! Hello heroes, what's going on? GamingNavi here, and today we're gonna be playing Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating sim. So I hope you're all having a very good day. I'm back to stream on the computer again, so this is all fun. So I gotta get all my stuff reset up and figure out how this all works. So let's turn that on. Now you're on here the game. Okay. So, yep, we're gonna be playing Hooked on You. Oh wait, I forgot. I do need to send this link to like one other person. Got all my links posted, remember? Oh shit, no, I got one more person. Hey. Now if you're still interested. There we go. Okay, everyone who would be interested in knowing now knows. Okay! Let's play Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating sim. So yeah, as you can see, I've played this game a little bit before, but it's been a while. So we're gonna create a brand new save file. You shall call me by my stream name. Not my preferred name, not my dead name, not any other name. We're gonna be by this name. Hi Senpai, how you doing? You ready to go flirt at some psycho killers? How you doing? I'm doing good. Doing very good. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging inside your throat, as if you're nearly drowned. Also, I'd like to mention that this game is stupid, because when I tried doing a window capture this game, it didn't fucking work and I got a frozen screen. So, I now have to capture this entire monitor, meaning that I would love to take advantage of my model having different rigs for motions, and I can't do that now because this is fucking stupid. So, I would like to just get, I won't put that, why is a solo queuer? Why am I always going against pre-made teams? Oof. Gotta be 100% real, I had a little dyslexic and did not read that as queuer. I read that as, I flipped the Q in the, I flipped some words around. And nearly read that as queer. And was a little worried. I say worried, just confused. There we go. Anyway, so I hope you are doing good, Senpai. Let's go date some psychos. Wake up on a beach, soaking wet. I already read that. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, you really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute. You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Navi. May I continue? Please go on. Okay. Okay then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of the newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of a patch-up job. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How'd you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Dig up that face! Close my... What do we do? So no head. What would I do? Should we run, close my eyes, or dig up that face? Let's dig it up. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, it's got something for us. There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Actually, I'm not. I am a fucking bottom if anyone has seen that. If anyone has ever seen. Alright, I am not a take charge type. I may be a princess. But I'm not even controlling my own comment section. Alright? I am not a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Can you give it back? No. Psst, be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Alright, CS2, is fuck. Matchmaking. Stop it for this. You look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand near you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, you see what's waiting for you. Your jaw is just about to hit the ground. Oh, mommy. Hey, man. Oh, hello. Nope. You can get off my screen if you please. There she is. 4 gorgeous monsters. I'd say 2.5. Stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once as you're completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All I can do is look down at the ball and back up at this mysterious lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. The only acceptable mommy I've did. Agreed. Alright, there's mommy, then there's the goth girl, and then there's your bro, and then there's the get the hell away from me. Alright? What do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. You give the ball a toss. It arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the Huntress's hands. Good! Not bad, stranger. I think she's Russian, right? The Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps? Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, Huntress can't speak. Well, she's speaking right now. So, bullshit. Plus, doesn't Huntress sing in Dead by Daylight? Huh? I'm pretty sure she does. Tryhard much? Blah. Oh, that was her. For a minute, I thought it was that guy. Speaking directly to you, but you still can't help bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to volleyball court. Turn that down a little bit. It's so loud. It's a lot louder than I gathered. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusions onto their private beach. So she knows how to sing, but she doesn't know how to talk. That seems that doesn't seem like logical. Should you be frightened, worried, excited, horny? I think that's how I'm feeling. I did refer them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are very appealing to look at in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a bloody soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit! I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best just to go with whatever Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold over pretty much anyone who seems to have flesh blood in their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? Oh. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? I feel like I need to give him like a more Patrick Warburton voice. Actually, knowing some of their lore makes this funny. Oh, really? That's Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. I thought you saw Butterfly or something. Look, I don't care if the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah. Not yet. Hey, Navi, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned. Answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz that'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably need that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. Pretty average, I think. There's another face in the crowd. And another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk. Or a grizzly bear. Aw. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Visibility. Visibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? History, I guess. History? Nice. It's nice to know what came before, so we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna say that. Mucilades, 100%. To be honest, you have no idea what mucilade is. You're just hoping it's some secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Because there is no Easter egg. Just another word for ferrets. Oh yeah! I love ferrets! Fuck yeah! What's favorite color? Purple! Blue, I guess. Blue. Blue isn't good enough for... Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people be lazy. What's your dream job? Not working at all, I guess. Like, why work at all? Takes a lot of courage to break. Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spit laziness some kind of grand crusade. They damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream. Vanilla. Vanilla? My favorite color is plain. Same. Same here. Mine's vanilla. Swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. What? Am I right? Oh, it's like, that reminds me. Am I right? I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons, no narrator. You rascal. Killer Bee kills the rule of silent, even for fearless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. Best flavor is vanilla. You ready? You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. Can I save? Yes. You almost brought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't forget it. If I say you like mint chip, then you like mint chip. Now try it again. Now tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. Rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand, it feels very good to end up in someone else's game. You should try it sometime. I love this. Try again. It's like okay, I'll go load the game. Good thing I saved when I did. Now I don't have to redo all that. Midship. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'll pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. So if you don't know what a loser, if you want to know what a loser is, say a little Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm not like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's just not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a careful, calculated lie to keep everyone subservient and those in power. It's better to choose who's to just not take part. Geez, she's just like downright murdered just by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Girl body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but not a literal ghost. I just created a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, I'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. That's when we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are y'all serious? It's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right there. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being the sun. Where do you want to go? We could go to the volleyball game. See, I'm a nerd about Dead by Daylight lore. One of my matches over, but Trapper's quite literally one of, if not the worst hunter in Dead by Daylight. Also, Spirit is a Hunryo, a very, very angry spirit. The dog's was mine. I hate to interrupt your game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play. Oh, mommy. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on! Just one moment! This is Dwight and Claudette, our activity coordinators. They're also cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall herefore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Read this something, I don't know much about it. Okay. We'll now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, I recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. Just don't run off to the various activities unsupervised. You don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off the site. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, can I help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yeah, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to some other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't have quite the charm as this island has, though. Trust me, you won't want to go there. With all the money, there comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Volleyball. I want to play with Huntress. Wow, it's exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Wonder how long it would take for her to actually bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Oh, yeah. Got that right. Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough, you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Huntress ability is throwing X's. Neat. Hey, fancy lemonade! I see you working up a thirst for eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudia hands you your lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talking about them. They're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who puts that in that guy's shorts? Yeesh. Okay, I think, Huntress. Huntress? Oh shoot, Huntress overheard you. Aw, you got your eye on me? I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky, you could barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. Glad to support the other people on the island, right? Oh, jeez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even in rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. Wow, what a game! It's a tie! Can there even be a tie in volleyball? Oh no, since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and they're all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel, Trap is stretching essentially between chainsaw curls, Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, Huntress is doing this target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe PM, carpe nauum. Go ahead, chat one of them up. Which killer's caught your eye? Huntress. I'm not being subtle with my type here. One of the coolest hinter to watch. What's a hinter? They're quite literally stuck in here for eternity. I'm not kidding. Hey, we're Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You're really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? These moves? Aw, they're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. Hey, she and I have something in common. I too have an animal mask. Mine's a fox. We understand you. Of course you understand me. We share the same brain cell, buddy. Lots of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. Oh, Hunters. Ah, gotcha. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives, even when we keep in shape. I guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You should never know who is coming for you. Through the bush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem. Surrounded by all these characters. Survival on the hunt. Survival, on the other hand. You're going to need to compensate for your lack of killer instinct. What's your style? Imagination. When I like fitness, I try to make up for an imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very wild. I can imagine the two of us panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew shimmering in moonlight. Back with you. A pack of wolves awaits us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes and back at the wolves. Together we all howl. Oh! Sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it.
Come on, everyone. The fun in games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball? Not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. Time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. Oh fuck. I saw you surveying me like prey on volleyball court, Navi. That just waves a bloody axe in the air. You step back nervously before you realize she's not waving at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where the threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is me. I'm going to save the game just to be safe. Save. Yes. Hot pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm... ready. Ready! Away we go! Show 'em what you got. Did I do it? Perfect! Yeah! Perfect. I did it! Perfect. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I did it again! Fuck. Technically, not bad. I'm impressed. You're a worthy opponent. I mean, I could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am, and you got 9 points. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like stabbing. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! You heard him. Get to the next activity! Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting, what, capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What are you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious, fancy epic like you'd see on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And ooh, great, terrific! It seems everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to a Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh no. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him. Expected, sir. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there. You're looking good, Navi. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit in the table to sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. Probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let them listen to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got it? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you'll enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Trickster's a K-pop star. He is a psychopath. I love him now. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with specific number of spiced herbs and spices we can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Navi, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree buttons down prints, you know. When you look closely enough, you definitely spot what appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think it might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? It took 12 hours. We do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change, cause I, with my broad axe, it's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. It's at least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
Well, hell it is.
I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like.
I should be using my voice filter, but I'm not, because that would be a smart thing to do. Quickly fact-checked Huntress is indeed Russian, but was raised in the woods. Technically, I'm not entirely wrong.
Please stop. I hate when we fight. Or talk. I don't even look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the Skull of Azeroth. Alright, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Navi, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer here to carve Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they'll take even longer cleaning their weapon. All will explain the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete. Fleshy serpent. Minigame. Oh, joy. Time to do this again. Save the game. Yada, yada, yada. Ready to play it? I'm ready. We know how this works. Perfect. Oh, that was close. Close. Not bad. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is served. For real. The sounds, especially come from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them. They are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. We're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're trying to be mysterious here. Think mystery comes easy. Galata and Dwight are the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
Wholesome fact, Huntress isn't Mommy's little princess. Oh, I love that.
Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% disgusting it would be if they just tried to smash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Navi. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. I wish I could do a female voice. I want to do these characters justice. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. I'm making her sound like a stereotypical American teen, but it's the best I can do right now. Do you see how deep this cut in my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. Well, they don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull. I'm sorry. Apologize. I mean, after all, I was just talking with Huntress. I was not talking with Huntress. I was talking with Spirit. Alright? Actually, it's not the food or company. I'm super self-conscious about how I look when I eat. I was actually pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I have an excuse not to chew in for everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, lots of people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry about what everyone thinks. It's important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, and definitely not ignoring you. Right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you, who with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're You're really able to keep your head up, let alone get scared or run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting the scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you're at, or back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? 42!
By the way, this technically isn't hell, but here's a copy of the wiki. I would rather not get spoiled on the anythings. By the way, in this game, it happens.
I'm just not kind of... Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up for this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water in your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. What should be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you are not nearly as scared or too busy when writing in pain for me to see. See me. You feel nervous in her arms. Not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was gonna say, I narrate that for you. Here, narrate that fact. Not, you know, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your body mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person ever asked me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You can do anything. Own an Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why doesn't you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever thought to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even though the mask as you can see that, even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point, but because it smells pretty damn good. Always except jerky. When it murders out, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky essentially, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before?
Just well built and tall.
I mean, I'll still take it. Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see you see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with personal questions. Kudos to you. There was this one deer that looked at me provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out behind Huntress' mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Well, what's this? You found something in the sand? Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by a little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive but not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with a hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow, or show off some of your knowledge of this advanced humaning? Go with the flow. Huntress is admittedly a little scary. Might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? She could probably kill you with nothing more than this very clip itself, wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers. But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hands are enough to get the job done. Take a gulp thinking about just how fragile your puny little neck is. Also, between the fainting, human jerky, and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to get back to the group and have a lie down. Good thing, we want that jerky to dry out. Hate to break it to you, but never mind. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around just to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, in which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. Attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. This rate will be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go!
Now I think about how can this game spoil the original game. There's a story to the original game. I thought it was just murdering in an open lobby at the people online. Once everyone is gathered in the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. This means that we're behind on time for the evening activities. We only have time to do one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. It's just one story. Story time is my favorite activity. It's a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Oh, great. Oh, great. We have to say as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll barely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once?
Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your neck off so quick, and I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, Fuss and Muss are back on! You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice!
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I already asked my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. but we still gotta get started on story time, so nobody. Navi, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please, pick someone quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't get turned into a bloodbath. Huntress. Choose you, Huntress. Whoa, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with catchphrases, right? Will ya? Huntress steps up to our story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside. Deep and ominous red wood. No child dares step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured out would never return, and the sounds that echoed into the village were something inhuman. The women of town told a story to the young children, hoping that would be enough to dissuade them from the curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precious child, nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in their clutches. Those who've seen her say she wears a mask of hair-stained blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there. For what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the Huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to their scheduled, secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she pilfered from the other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress' mask. It's one of the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. I'm not gonna bother singing any of that. Brief moment of silence. You feel the need to contribute something to this during moment. Join in singing. I'm cold as hell right now. I just can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. Blah blah, I'm not doing that. The song ends and you both meet with silence around the campfire. I love that song. Bayu Bayushka. The old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing for me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time. Blah. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. And she was just singing her little song thing there. Or you're talking about her backstory lore for the game. Everyone leaves you alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day. Why don't you hear something from a big fish like me? Something special in charge for those of the island that you don't want to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't gonna get anywhere. But you aren't gonna get any time yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you liked my story. Wouldn't? I had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell it. I like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Dipping in hot tubs with the Huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her, an offer like that. Just don't forget a little talk.
Said multiple times that backstory for Huntress is canon. Okay.
You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. Just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean to the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I want to make something clear. You know that half-woman, half-beast I was talking about in my story. That's me. I'm her. No way! How cool! That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress faux shyly, he twirls her hair. To tell the truth, what did you think of my trail? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as the comedic mastermind Dodevsky? It was a really well-told narrative, clear beginning, middle, and end, riveted from the start. Plus, over the force, you are clearly not a true villain. You are a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress' eyes leer at you from behind the mask. She's had her time, the spotlight is playing coy now. Check out at the statement. Why are you laughing? Can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and maybe also falling in love. Can't believe how awkwardly this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. Notice the temperature has dropped significantly since despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire. Here, put me to bed, huh? In bed, eh? We hate to intrude on whether smooth moves are about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Navi? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches your imaginary arrow and shoots. You shoot in her teeth, and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell.
Dead men are, not joking, soldiers. Their story is actually quite depressing.
Yeah, it kind of is. Good night, my little snack. Oh, I want to do my flustered emote right now, but I can't. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Just for like 5 seconds. There we go. This is worth it. So that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. Get over to the campfire. The heat is comforting you on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress' story about the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children in an attempt to save them that led them to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching ear to ear. It's amazing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. And now to go back and reset myself. Okay. We must apologize for the accommodations. We were prepared for another guest, but we were gonna make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume at a minimum. Other guests are the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Ah, joy. Another one of these again. Save. Oh, wait, oh, hold on. When player stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop when we want, that's a bit like losing, but that's... Okay, ready to play? Would you like me to repeat that? Ready. I don't care. Radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might need just adjust the dial and fix it.
Alright, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game.
What is this?
To write music or to make outfits.
What is this?
It's
They're trying to protect and adopt children, but never learned how to be moms, so they suffer a long time.
Rich and passionate
Listen more?
It means groups of people who interact on...
Oh, yeah. Turn it off. No matter how many things those do, you can't sleep. You decide to ask one the killer is to spend a little more time with until you're sleeper. Sleepier. Who would you like to summon by... We know the answer. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I gave a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Oh. What is this? If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a pot. I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice familiar speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now, but you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. This one is undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly and see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find spirits sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Clearly she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you yet. It seems she's pretty focused on that book. Shh. It seems like forever she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with Huntress like before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but like if you ask me, you could do like a lot better. It's completely by accident. I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is like very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind your own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse to being nosy types. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got some things in common. Who knows? If we spend a little more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean simply exist comfortably without feeling any burning desire. That's a lot of stuff to read in, like, one go. Should have asked what mushroom she had. That was an option I had? I could have asked her a question? Or not, whatever. I don't even care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess? Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Ah, jeez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. Those were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or ultimately perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say it? Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend more time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Maids are buzzkill. And Trapper. Oof. Why do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I mean, I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life.
This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might just have to kill Dwight. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again.
I'm not really sure how to feel about Navi. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate, so it's probably good for Navi if they just kept ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe we can work out for my plan. Or me.
You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. Like, I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity, only my creeping desire for revenge keep me company. Now I know it.
Opposite should have been though. Oh, Spirit Story is so much worse. Oh joy.
You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. And you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least make for a happy. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster, carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Oh! Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. You want to ask him how to reach the other island. And now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? And I'll call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The place will give you the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps the algorithms. Trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? It's not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition from the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. And actually, speaking of graves, I'd like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even though this place is an eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. It was crafted with love of and/or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. Should you really... Hey, you should really judge on the artist's intent. And whatever's possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations. Vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are always small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is flawed, is filled with mysteries.
The fact that voice do for Spirit is the complete opposite in comparison to shit that just happened to Spirit. Sorry.
We ought to celebrate those who venture to the bears. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. I always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Navi. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm having a lovely time. Well, if I were to surmise my time here, I'd call it a lovely time.
Aw, lovely. We love to hear that. Because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love?
No.
Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed. Again and again and again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place.
Would you please sign this disparagement agreement? Oh no. I can't save! Oh no. Yes? Yes, I hereby agree to participate in the verbal contract saying that I, Navi, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island.
Perfect. Delightful.
Excellent. Yes! Yes! Hey, Navi, it's still totally cool that you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, but we all know that nobody reads reads negative reviews of games, or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudia have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area and to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Go and get some strawberries here, a yogurt. Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down. Think about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you would experience. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island.
I can tell I'm going to be telling you a lot of story stuff from the Hunters in this game.
Cool. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't.
I can't imagine you can make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelated, I won't see where I left my cleaver. Ah, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is.
Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps in to talk about her feelings.
I feel a stirring in my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling I go right before I kill, but softer, warmer.
Sounds like it'd be love. Or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit.
Like, if I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go quietly back to resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute at doing so.
Yeah, I think Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the introduction of Navi to our island paradise. And yeah, that was in quotations. Didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring you all and vice versa. This place is eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions.
I'm asking a question too. When'll Wraith shut up?
Oh, burn! But fuck you, Trapper. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keeping him wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Our sexy true-to-life experience.
She's a straight psychopath. That's a fun fact. Spirit murderer was her father. I don't want to describe how she died.
Okay. Sure we didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short,
A lot.
Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these fortified killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. Well, it's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing as how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's it.
How's it feel?
Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable.
I want you to take that, put it in right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like that?
Exactly like that.
I swear I had no idea those two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that you know. Please say something so you know they're close by and they can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. I don't know where I can buy some. Damn it! Aw, oh, come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting, Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. And then I could hear you, well, you know. You know what? Huh? What do you think you were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We have 5 minutes to ourselves every day. We spend hoping we can stab each other in just the right spot so we won't get resurrected. Come to believe that the key he is finding in the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe the place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is already a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know all our entry wounds, and in 5 minutes, this is up anyway. Good luck, Navi. You're gonna need it.
They can't die. Oof.
Hey, if you do have to figure out how to skip this on, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmity. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you.
Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move?
And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's... Hey, babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some sort of forced check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the famous Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. I have that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette head. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy is gone, we've got to get some ground rules. Establish that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh yeah, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gone pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us from there.
They shouldn't know this. Not follow him.
Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decided to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point. You should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on the sound of nothing but the clothes on your backs. You've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look at this towering goddess trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the trapper interjects.
I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a buddy with a hatchet when you could have everything you ever wanted?
Have choice. Weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember these cold-blooded killers. They're all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
You know, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Get mad!
Give life back its lemons.
I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to make a combustible lemon that burns your house down. Woo!
And die a horrible, retching death. Sorry, the sound's got me really tilted. Who'll that be? Huntress. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee!
If life gives onions, make onionade.
You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look up thrums. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and horrifying? Huntress is quite as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny bush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and notice that you've arrived. Cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job! The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you gonna invite me inside? Why do you need the invitation? Are you a vampire? No, of course not. I'm a imp thingy.
Oh shit. There we go.
My phone charger got unplugged.
There we go. You might cry in the process. Probably gonna see dead bodies.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh.
Is it just me or did Hunter seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang. But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code. But it certainly has homey charm.
I'm gonna take a drink of water. My mouth is getting dry, and I'm getting a headache from how much I've been talking.
Whew! You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyers, her ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of the same moral coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim?
Oh. Yeah, it's my little mouse pad.
What this mouse pad? It says Dead Link. It's got Dead Link on there. The thought gives you a wicked thrill. She's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I can learn to like this. I can certainly learn to like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. There's organized chaos that makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you'd like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We can find so many goodies on this island. First, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Navi? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes: thoughtful and explosive. Thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls in your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Oh no! Crabs! Oh no! It's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? What's a shashka?
I'm gonna have to go look that up.
What's a shashka? What the hell is a shashka?
Oh, it's a weapon. Okay.
Must protect. Grab a shashka. Grab a shashka. You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know what a shashka is. Shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something like that. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you at the gate, that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has the ponderous thought on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Hey, well, of course. I love kids. I want to be a parent one day. Huntress smiles. I love my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that sort of relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. What were you like as a kid? I'm trying to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage and mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted for me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's on to you. But on to you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate your theory and try to push it off. Totally. I think you're totally onto something. What do you know? What do you know? How long have you been here? Do you really remember saying anything about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, saying things. I think we're all serving some sort of greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object she stole from the near stage where the trick she performs. It has some strange symbol on it.
Whoa.
Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass ball. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement! But it needs to happen back at the beach. Of course it does. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We are forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback, or he's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Except I'm not into guys! Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to the bit if I've ever seen it.
Heard you've spent all day at a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think how cozy we can get a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that's half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you could kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside.
Wow, Trapper is the real deal, and by real, I do mean really by the deal. I mean really, and by deal, I mean evil.
Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery, and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh?
Ah, as if. That life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. Oh, Astra! Hi! Hope you're having a great day. Is that Pyramid Head? No, we don't talk about them. We don't talk about those characters. They're on a separate island. We can't talk about them. That is against the rules. Pyramid Head probably does exist, but we're not allowed to talk about him. Trust me, that's lore. This guy's took a total douche nozzle. Tired much? He's like the turn off of the century Pacific Northwest version of Wall Street, bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks, but nothing. I'm into acquire a lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You're on back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you feel the life leave your body for a moment, but it hurts so good. Honestly, yeah, that could kill me and I would be perfectly fine with it. I haven't played much Dead by Daylight either. I played a few times with a friend, and that's generally the way I like playing it with friends. Pyramid Head isn't Dead by Daylight if you want to try it out. You know what?
You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion, even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment, that's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me for the moment when I get home.
Trapper leaves and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. He's just gonna stay in there all night? Shall we continue our date? I have it on Steam. I have some of the DLC. I need to pick up the Nick Cage DLC. I'm fine. I would not be good at the game. Oh, trust. Astra, for the record, I'm horrible at it as well. Trust me. What I do when I play the game is I play as Ash Williams from fucking Ash vs. Evil Dead. I just run around the map antagonizing the killer because, like I said, I play the game with friends. We're in a voice chat. I just go running around antagonizing, going, "Hey, shop smart, shop S smart," and just fucking pissing them off. Just be like, "Oh, I see ya," and then running away. So playing this game with me is the effective equivalent of knowing you're not gonna play the game seriously. Huntress leads you back to the cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it feels like the force has completely changed. I think it's familiar. Better not get lost out here. Do you believe that guy? Classic trapper pulling out the move like that. I'm so glad you chose me though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods, with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles through your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Whee! She gently lowers you to the ground. You take in your surroundings. A wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances around like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here to clear my head and heck up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite thing to slaughter. Oh, I have a fox mask. Why, Huntress? Why? They think they're so cute and slime, but I see right through them. They are just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of a forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A Malefic's voice floats in the air, landing upon your ears like syrup honey. Come find me. Ready. Oh shit! Fuck. Technically, not bad. Ah! Perfect. Not bad. Not bad. That was horrible. Tag! You boop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You're trying to date this young lady. You try to date this young lady, or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Yeah, friend who usually plays killers. That is a funny one. Aw. I'm missing out a lot in this chat. Whenever I play killer in this game, in Dead by Daylight, I explicitly play Michael Myers because I love the original Halloween. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying just to relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Any time I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Totally. It's something on this island for sure. Here's out to get us. If only I knew what. Desolate energy fills your chest. You've said too much, and anger flushes around you. Do what you came here to do! Clutch your head in agony. What are you doing here? Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one's manipulating us this time. It's time for dinner. Come and get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. Enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All of the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Right this here too. We're not gonna do the gag where we cram them all and scream at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here. And they're all just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Okay, congrats by the way on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you that there are 4 falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Hold on, we're gonna save again. I haven't done that in a little while. However, since Spirit seems to be the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws a caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this moment in the spotlight is the least we could do. And heaven knows why they won't do any better than that. Look, if Huntress wasn't a big muscle mommy, I'd be going for Spirit, alright? I like goth girls too.
Clearly I need to do a little bit more to be a part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I don't like being alone, so I take all that back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working at how they did it.
Ah, shit, she's referencing Beetlejuice. Now I'm wondering if I should be dating Spirit instead, because she just referenced Beetlejuice. I like that movie. I mean, beetle. Navi, stop them from saying it. Beetle shrimp, the most rare and delicious type of shrimp. Beetle shrimp? Is that some new species? Because I've not eaten many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, it's something to do with dancing.
I wasn't gonna say anything like that dumb. I was gonna say...
Achoo!
Excuse you, Navi. Excuse you, Navi. Now, you were saying, Trapper?
You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to narrate the side of this somehow.
Hold on. Are you afraid I might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that.
Then, giant osprey swooped out and dropped several head onto the table, distracting everyone.
Trapper!
Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest.
Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about what cultural references we get mixed up with, this is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day.
Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group?
You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. How do you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little. It could affect your staying with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Hell, if you're brushed with death. Today was nuts. We had Huntress' secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us.
It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans.
That'll never have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind.
Ew. Did not need to know that, Trapper. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats the sounds. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dirty supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Look, okay, maybe, depending on how fast this game takes, I'll do a second playthrough, and we'll date Spirit that time. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone who eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back and clean up the table. They linger around as they pick up your plate, take your napkin and dust the crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I'd like to thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us? Just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is about to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Duff cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, I may regret how I did.
Good. Something needs a change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul.
I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire. I mean, not my eyes, because my childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only we need to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will a narrator tell a story? But they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades. Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, I want you to tell us a story. Wraith points a spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress.
Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here. It doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. I'm just about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Why not tell a story? Sure, I'm gonna tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. So, what type of story do you want to tell?
Action! An adventure.
What does fire have to do with lore? I have no idea.
Do I pick romance or adventure? I'm stuck between these two because I'm actually a huge sucker for romance stories. But but I do love, but you know, my whole Zelda thing, I love adventure. So I don't know which one to pick. So I'm gonna leave this all up to you. I'm gonna save in the meantime. No! No!
I can't save.
Chat, you all get to pick. Do I pick a romance story or an adventure story?
So you know, I got one for Nokia. Yes, my second night.
Romance. Okay! I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die from foaming at the mouth. About two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon some wily Wolverine. Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged by there by some friends. They considered her to have... They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
Bit soon if you ask. I don't know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
That's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Yeah, I'm looking at my love right now. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is ferociously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on his headphones to drown you out.
Romance isn't true. Here's the answer. That's just a good story. I have a trapper up too.
Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it's actually quite bad. Sorry, but hey, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end here. So who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. We're gonna keep going from Huntress. Huntress, who do you raring to go? Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't one thing for a horrifying mythology. Mother once told me of a story of a young man who was traveling home back after war. Which war? Does it matter? I just wanted some fancy backstory details to paint a picture.
I'll paint you a picture if you want.
The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped for rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow.
Hot.
I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as she made her way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move to meet him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night and the man grew weary, but when he tried to steal his moving feet, he found that he could not.
Help! I cannot stop dancing!
He cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae. Rusalka, her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, But it wasn't me! Someone must pay, Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes this macabre of ending. But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled upon them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road.
Yeah, Huntress is absolutely, my fucking fantasy right now.
Damn, does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How is story time? A lot of people like to take potshots at sequels, but I think every story deserves a good follow-up. When I think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of episodic storytelling. Knowing it's a series, it takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds greater sense of continuity between audience and creator. Tell me, Navi, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just trying to make sure we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of any romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do when we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight. Try not to end up dead. Oh wait, he actually did say wink wink. I was actually winking there.
Well, she was Russian Hunter.
Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? What kind of double entendre were you getting at with that end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Hold on. I have done this for a little while. Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
Did I hear someone trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast my ghost with some killer takes?
Please, enough talk of burns. Things are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities here have to be set next to a literal fire. Must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. Hope we turned and ran away from the spices if we could. Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away someplace more secluded Navi is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Absolutely, I've seen those legs. Good legs. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely illogical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting each other so corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions for all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore.
It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me?
Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment.
Hey, someone, it's my first clip. Someone
clipped me. First time a clip has been made. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for your evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which color will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Huntress? You know I had a feeling you'd pick me. You got good taste. And I don't say that just because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you got yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you something special. Save again, because I'm very scared. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar. When you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. What's going on through Huntress's head? Though she's bubbly enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? Drink this. Okay. Ah, sweet, look, it's Crystal Head vodka with some stuff mixed in. She hands you a seemingly normal type of cocktail, a normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you in some sort of state in which you'd be operated on, these flavors would definitely hide the poison. Look around and consider what else there is to live besides becoming Huntress' little toy. The conclusion is, bombs away! Mood! Pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? Anglerfish. A mask with a light dangling off the front of it, and a big scary fang teeth. All the better to see in the dark when I go out for my evening hunt and chop my prey to death. And I'm talking anglerfish, baby. That is such a cool idea. Badass. Yeah, I'm full of cool ideas. I don't even know where they came from. Probably like the clouds or something.
I'll try. You click the move. feeling JonTron did a video on this. That's clever.
Well, I know that what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone, in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you.
This serves a celebration. You thump your fist on the table like you're some old-time movie about horny Vikings or surly Russian ice farmers. More drinks! Drinks for all my friends! Whoa, okay, slow it down. Even I don't have that kind of energy after today. Let's do something a bit more relaxing. Huntress, you've got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe? Just a thought? Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves. No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on what mood we're in. It's another round of Be Careful What You Wish For on Murder's Island. Dwight, I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know mushrooms. I picked a lot of them. I'm very familiar with which ones make great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms, and you point he's the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Oops, that little fella is Autumn Salt Skullcap. After eating that one, if the diarrhea doesn't kill you, the flavor failure probably will. Next up, this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Okay, let's save. Okay, I'm actually positive it's this one. Ruh-roh, you've just seen the deadly Dapperling. Okay. I can play this game. I can play your game, Huntress. And by play, I mean I'm gonna cheat. Correct. That is the Chantartelle. It sounds fancy and tastes fancy too. Just like a certain someone I know, I bet. Nom nom nom. Final question. Which will make you jump for joy and which one will make you vomit till you die? This one. Correct. That is crackling green Rusla. Sure, it may look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green crap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers and... Not great. Not all wrong, but it only takes 1 poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are very alluring in their own way. It means a lot you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself.
I love her so much. Huntress like your mom, made masks with wood, and gave hugs. She can't forget about that. Yep, she would definitely give the best hugs.
She could hug me to death and I'd be perfectly fine with it. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Hunter sleeps on you, who knifed your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to! Hey, me too. She's angry, but also turned on. This is pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight gathering her together on the beach, typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm not being honest with you, that you're the only one who can hear me. The gang's all together again at the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is actually already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly, so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual martyrdom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Navi chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? What round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about what dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? And almost like that, the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit.
Figuratively, dimwit Dwight. You gotta watch your words around these people. Tomorrow I'll spit in your... Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew.
That's it?
If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go to our crayon art with Trappy or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day.
Do you at least want to specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of?
All of them.
Okay then, so hydration night if you need to hang out with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of whatever is acceptable and not only polite society within the narrative of this in-world event and larger meta narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it.
Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Navi, you're thinking of picking me. What's your final word? Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably, but I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot, also, everyone, even confident ladies in sexy rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht.
Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really just prefer to tell Navi privately. I don't really know how it's gonna work with these game mechanics. Why have you just whispered it to Navi? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. And that's fine. That moving, Wraith lowers his voice and to barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special, the kind of thing which will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
What was that?
Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to start preparing because it's already clear you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. And that's times for everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so you're ready to make the choice at dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would go complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Oh. Requires his bell to go invisible. Ah. And giving him a little push. Hold up, has this been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, signs were there. You didn't read them? Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart? You dare even try?
You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it'll hurt someone's feeling? Someone dangerous? Who's it gonna be, champ? What's their thought process here? Trapper seems like he might thaw in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she could disappear. Hard to track. Eek! If you were a Wraith, he might cry. Although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable. And it seems like be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay, but then you'll still start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Trapper. This is very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You're eliminated.
That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which is totally a thing I'm going to do tomorrow the first chance I got, so this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though. I had a principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow.
Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go back and get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They may not get to go home with Navi when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Navi. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. I can sleep tonight knowing that what you've done. Not because of the guilt, I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. I can sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow. I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I know we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Navi. Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer.
I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one's ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off.
I think there's a chance I might get eliminated. Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of the words I spend talking about how much time I don't care about these things signify a deeper yearning from within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah.
What? No. What? No. No. You're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional.
It's cool, man.
I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charming little budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I mean, I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing a new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check out IP Island. It's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Tricksters said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking to your favorite established characters from all over pop culture, and that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably even can't mention them. Like Ghost. Don't you say it! Look, we get it. You're very popular in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Navi. You too, narrator. Ah, I have a name, you know. You do? Yes! Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people.
Is it my turn?
What? No! No! It's not your turn! You're sentient water. How you been sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
The thing, you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay, rude.
Fine, let's get started with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check-in? I was looking for the bathroom.
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left.
It's okay, never mind.
Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. That's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We're just working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down somewhere. This chair is all wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How's that possible? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade. You cheated on the algebra test once. Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time this unending spiral of staircase of pain. That's the first time in my life I've ever felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. The place, the sun, the sweet, sugary jinx. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? This unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescending song of evil that makes you question every foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why were any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this to us? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment. Let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so let's hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Ghostface is actually in the game. Yeah, Ghostface actually does pop up for like one scene, it's hilarious. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is what you're sort of okay with. Okay, I'm gonna save. Hit the save, hit the save. Save done! I officially spent more time playing this than my other 2 profiles, apparently. So I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. So we're actually gonna call it quits here, because it's 5:30. I get ready for dinner. My throat's, doing all these voices has been hell in my throat. So I'm actually gonna prepare raid. You know what? We're gonna do this again. Because
we're gonna go raid Mr. Hero again, because he's actually playing Dead by Daylight right now. So, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all had fun. I love this game. So, we're gonna play this next Thursday. I hope to see you all then. No stream tomorrow, if my memory is correct. So, next stream will be on Saturday, where I play more Dead Space. Woo! This is gonna be fun. So, I hope you all take care. I hope you all are having a great day, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!